Hey guys, a quick video here. As you know, I'm working on my arcade machine and doing little bits at a time, and so I am just about done with my main menu, marquee, monitor, artwork, and stuff. And the reason I'm making the video is because I found some marquee artwork, and it just was too low resolution for me. And I looked everywhere, and all kinds of websites and all kinds of stuff, and I just could not find high enough resolution marquee artwork, because you don't want to have a nice marquee up above your arcade machine and have low resolution artwork. It just looks ridiculous. So what I did was I made all my own marquee artwork. Now the top section on there is not going to be available for download, because a lot of those I did find, those are the lower res ones, and I'm in the process of redoing them. That Capcom Play System, can't even talk. Capcom Play System 3 one, I did. This Genesis one, I did not do. So about 80% of the ones up top, I didn't do. So I'm not going to distribute someone else's work like that. But when I redo them in higher resolution, such as the Street Fighter 3 one, Capcom Play System 3 one, I will release those. So that's in the future. But in the meantime, just showing you the 1080p marquees. They're 1080p across, and up and down they're 540 or 530 something. But they're definitely high enough resolution for at least a 1080p monitor. And this is almost I believe it's 31.5 inches wide, the arcade machine is. The monitor is a 26-inch monitor, so across it's probably about 24.5, 25 inches or so. So they're definitely high enough resolution. You don't see any pixels or anything. I looked for only high resolution artwork. I didn't use anything low res. If in the off chance that I did have to use a piece that was low res, I worked on it myself and increased the resolution, made it look clearer, made it look better. So everything's high res. And there's about 65 main wheel. I'm going to flip through them. There's going to be a few that you see that aren't done, but I'm going to get to those. I literally just added like 4 wheels to the main menu, so those I still have to do. But you got Game Gear. And I hope this is clear enough. I know this phone has a pretty good camera, you can see, but I hope it's clear enough to show you how high-res these marquees actually are. I mean, that literally looks real, like it's popping out of the screen. And one thing to note is, okay, so there's 60 to 65, something like that, main menu marquees. And what I did was I also created sub-wheel marquees. Because the way I use, and these are also high res, the way I use Hyper Marquee now is, rather than before where I had to make a marquee for every single game on my system, which was a pain in the ass, now I just have one default marquee for each system. Those that have used the program before already know this is how it works, but for those that haven't used the program or those getting into it new, I just have one default, and it's actually replacing the wheel art in the middle of that default one. Rather than stretch the wheel art across, it just puts the next wheel art in the center, because I centered one Hyper Marquee instance in the middle and directed it to the wheels. So you have the main menu ones, and then you have the sub wheel ones, and they're all in high definition. And I'm going to upload those. I'll give you a couple more examples of the sub-menu wheels. Just flip through a few, like, okay, so that, then you got a sub-menu here, which, like I said, the wheels pop onto it for the next game. Okay. These aren't done. I have not got to those yet. And these are all the classics collections. I didn't want to put classics there. It's already there. So I didn't want to be too repetitive with what was on there. But see, this is my goal, is to make those secondary ones, the smaller ones, to resemble the larger ones. So it looks like uniform artwork between the two separate windows every time I flip through the systems. And then if you're wondering, these are basically just placeholders, the top ones, because when you go into a system, it'll automatically switch to the controller artwork. So they're only placeholders on the main menu, and then it's the spot for the controller art. And then when you go back to the main menu, it goes right back to the placeholder. So the Data East. I have to cut this short in a second. Okay, so you guys get the point. Anyway, so these are going to be up for download. They're uploading right as I film this. So you're going to look into the folder for the Marquees. I'm going to give you a link straight to the Marquees folder, and you're going to grab those high-res Marquee folders, the game selection and the main menu. And obviously that's pretty self-explanatory what those do, or which one is which. Alright, I know it's not Rocket Launcher stuff, but it's something, and it's something I was working on, and it's something I wanted to give to you guys since I was finished with it. Well, almost finished. If anybody's interested in the ones that I don't have finished, just let me know, and then I'll put another little zip file for an add-on with the ones that I haven't done yet. And yeah. Alright guys, enjoy.